I'm getting quite a few emails from users that were a little bit confused about the importing and exporting of WAV files to the BR-800. So I was a little rushed for time, I guess, when I made that first tutorial. So this is in response to those videos. Now that YouTube, you can upload 15 minutes of footage. So to get started, again, what I would do is create a new song. So by hitting the menu button, and I'm going to scroll up using the data wheel. Scroll up to song, press enter, see new, press enter again. This is new song, create new song, press enter. Are you sure? And keep song on, song creating. Okay, what the song I'm going to, the wave track I'm going to import is from one of the guys on the Fender discussion page who had created a backing track. So what I want to do here also is create a unique name for this song so I can have it when I use the BR wave converter. So again, we're going to go to hit the menu button and select song again, hit enter, and scroll down to name, hit enter again. And this is Zach's song, so I'm going to call this Zach, and then using the data wheel and the cursors to scroll over. Oops, okay. Okay, so I have Zach as the name of the track. Press the exit button again, and again to go back to the play screen. So here, we'll turn the BR-800 off because I want to take out the SD card. So you always should always turn off your BR-800 before you take out the card. So cut that off, and I'm going to hold on here. And I'll take out the remove the door and take out the SD card. Now on my netbook, I've already downloaded Zach's track from his sound page starts. You can see it right here. So this is an MP3 file. And for any files that you import into or import into the BR-800, they must be in WAV format. And I use the free Audacity audio editor for that. So once that comes up, hit file and open, and Zach's Stone Funk MP3 file. You want to open that, and you see it'll open in the DAW software. So the track is open, and you want to go back up to file and export as WAV. And you see it has the long file name he had on his SoundClick site. So I'm going to shorten that just to Stone Funk and click on save. And this, I've got it where it defaults where it's saved to my desktop. Now, and close out Audacity. And you want to save any changes. One thing about the software, if you make any changes to any file that's loaded into this software, it will save it in that Audacity's format. So just click on no. Now, I have a netbook that has a card reader built into it. So I'm taking the SD card and put it into my netbook. Now, the other thing here is that you must use the new version of the BR Wave Converter software, which is BR Wave 3. And I've already got this. This is on your CD, on the DVD that came with the recorder. It's also on the website now. So I'm gonna open that up. Now you see this is the wave converter screen, and these are some other tracks I already had in here. You have to go whatever drive, if you have a card reader, maybe A, B, C, D, F, G, H, and I, whatever. If you have a different card reader, but here on my netbook, there's only one slot, so I know what that's at. So you have to go down to the what has the song menu, and I'll go down here to it says ZAC. And you notice there's no data in the boxes. Actually, here these are the top row are the virtual track 1, and then these columns here are virtual track 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And you want to click on the import icon. And since this is a stereo track, I want to use a pair of stereo, the pair of stereo tracks, which is 5 and 6. That way you can control the volume of the track with just one fader. So this is where I want the data to go. I want to import it here, and then you click on the go button. And then it looks at another window will come up, so you have to know where your file is at, and then select the file that I have, which is Stone Funk, and click on open. And now it's importing that track into through the wave converter onto the SD card. And that's done. Once it turns green, you know that there's some data on that track. So here you just exit out, and you don't have to turn your laptop off or take the card reader. Just get the card out, back out, slip it back into the card slot of the BR-800, turn the recorder on. And you see we have ZAC. So to make sure you have the track in the right spot, I can tell here because see here on 5.6 it says play. So I know I have data there. And so just play this just to see make sure what we got here. And hit the play button. So yeah. So ZAC's excellent backing track is now loaded into 5.6, and you can see it's just controlled by one fader. I've got a pair of Samsung's Resolve 4A's for monitor. Okay, so that's essentially just what you would do. Then you would record. After record, and either bounce the tracks. So that the bounce tracks would go to virtual tracks, the mastering tracks of 7 and 8. I can show you that here. I think it still will load. No, it won't load. I have to take the track out. So I'm gonna turn the recorder off again and take out the memory card, the SD card, and put it back into my into the netbook. Okay, everything back in. So here I'm gonna open up the BR Wave Converter software. And take it back to the track. Now, if I wanted to, as you see, when I go back to ZAC, there are really no tracks really recorded. But on another song, another backing track where I had done a lead to, you can see down here that in virtual track 8 of 7 and 8, which is the mastering, what they call the mastering track, if I wanted to export this, I would have to click it till it turned orange, and the export icon is lit, and then I would click go, and it would just only export those mastered stereo tracks out. So they're in WAV format. Then you have to use Audacity software to convert those to MP3 to upload to SoundClick or anything like that. But if you want to just keep it as a WAV file, then you would, to burn a CD. That's what you would also do. But you can also, all the tracks, if you wanted to export all the tracks to put into Sonar or Reaper, one of those, and you would just click all, and it would export all the tracks. I'm pretty sure this is my lead guitar track to an imported backing track that I have in 5 and 6, and these two tracks down here are the stereo tracks, the final tracks. And that's essentially what you would do. Using USB, when you connect, you would use this sound sketch. You can also use a sound sketch to load tracks to your BR-800, but that will be another video. We can work on that later. I've used it a couple of times, but I find it easier just to go ahead and use the BR Wave Converter software for that. So that's really about it. So guys, have fun recording, and if you have any questions, make sure you just email me.